welcome back to the Entrepreneur Life. Again, I am Kenneth Wilson. Thanks for watching again. Thanks for supporting us over the last couple weeks that I've started this project. This has been really fun for me. It's given me a lot to think about and kind of look in, kind of reflect and remember some things and, kind of dig a little deep so that I could be able to share with you all. So again, thank you all for supporting. If this is your first time watching, again, this is all about entrepreneurship and really sharing information and a lot of my personal journey and things like that along the way. So hopefully it can help you out. So today, really wanted to share, the power of planning and what that looks like for your business. And I think one of the things that even I came across as I first started out my entrepreneur journey, as my company now has programs to help entrepreneurs, and I come across prospective clients and even current clients. And one of the biggest things that I've seen that is a major issue is that it's hard for young entrepreneurs especially to plan. And when I say plan, I really mean more of the strategic planning, really beginning to map out what it is you want to do and be very intentional about your plan and also following that plan. And so for me, I remember when I first got started, I wanted to do everything. I had all these grandiose ideas and I wanted to do them all at once. And I wanted to, I'll offer these services over here and then I could speak over there. And then I had this idea and this idea and this idea. And every day or two I had a new idea and I wanted to go with them all. I wanted to do them all. And what I found out very quickly was that I can't do everything all at once. And for most of us, we just can't. We don't have the resources a lot of times. We don't have the time. We don't have the energy. And one thing I learned, and I heard this from some of the mentors I had, was that, if you can't focus on one, possibly two things, then you're not going to be able to do anything well within your business. Because not only are you still trying to either offer some type of service, sell something, there's something, the mechanism that makes money, but then you also still have to operate that business and everything that comes along behind the scenes that most people don't see, the things that you have to do in your own time, all of those procedures and practices and, accounting and, marketing and all that stuff that goes on, even now, the other side of business is what I like to call it. And so you can't do everything all at once. And it was one thing I had to learn kind of the hard way because I would stretch myself too thin and then realize that I can't do it all and get emotional and even burnt out in some cases. And so I really learned that I have to start somewhere. And, you start off with these grandiose ideas and maybe it's a step-by-step process. Maybe it's a little bit more linear or, it depends on growth and resources and time. And so you have to really sit there and map out, okay, what can I do now? Where do I want to start with my business? And what do I want to offer initially? And then as time goes on, I can plan. And then maybe if this is successful, then maybe I can branch out and do something else. And then know what that is that you're trying to do. Because if you don't identify your track and the things you want to branch to, that kind of that path, that strategic plan, you'll, again, continue to be all over the place. And so, again, like I said, it's one of the things I, as I work with new clients and new entrepreneurs and people who want to get into business and, we really have brainstorming tools. And there are tools and things that I use to kind of get them to focus down a little bit on where do you want to start, what is exactly that you want to do, so that you're not all over the place. And like I said, it's probably the biggest fight that I have with new clients is that, they're unfocused and they want to do everything. And it's okay, no, we got to start somewhere. We got to start here. And then now we can work on strategic planning. And everyone looks at strategic planning as a chore, but it really isn't. It's really almost as, it can be just as important as your business plan. Whereas now you're actually providing the physical roadmap and how you want to operate, what you want to do. That's the time to really lay out your plans. And like I said before, you have to follow it. Things may change along the way, slight things, but stick to your plan. That's where you want to go. So then be intentional about your plan. Really put your effort into your plan. One thing I also like to suggest is that you should never do your strategic plan alone. Because again, it comes from you, and you know, especially if you're the business owner, the entrepreneur, a lot of your emotion, a lot of what you want to do is going to go into that plan. You might need some other people there to say, you know, hold up, think about this, give you some perspective, some things you're not thinking about. Also, to be honest with you and tell you that sometimes it's not realistic. It may not be realistic right now to do this. It may not be feasible. You may not have the resources to do it. And so sometimes you may need that check and balance system, just somebody there to kind of keep things on track, keep things in perspective, and just to be real with you as well. So really, really stick to the power of the plan. Don't take something, don't skip that step. That's really what's about. Don't skip the step of strategic planning. You know, everyone wants to just like form their business, jump right into it, try to make money. But no, be intentional about the small things. And planning is really one of those things. So that's the nugget I wanted to drop with you all. Again, if you listen to this, share it, like it, comment, let people know what's going on. If there's something you want to add or something I didn't cover, please let us know. You know, you can find us on YouTube, find us on our website, ZybenEnterprises.com. So check us out, participate. Again, till the next time, peace, y'all.